Alright, welcome everybody to another episode of Simply Nerdy. I am your host, Andrew, and I am joined today with Steven and Anthony.
Hey guys.
Yo.
And today we are going to talk about our E3 predictions as it's right on the horizons, and we have a bunch of ideas that we've been bouncing around. So without any further ado, let's just dive right into what we think is going to happen.
Or
Yes.
hope.
Or hope, yeah.
Most
Hope.
of them are hopes.
Most of them are far
Or
out there
mine.
hopes, yeah.
Do you want to start with you, Andrew?
For sure, I'll start. So, what I want to see from E3 most of all is more from Link's Awakening. Actually, with that little reveal that got me so excited because Link's Awakening is my absolute favorite Zelda game, and I just adore the graphics for what they've done. So I just can't wait to see more, and that's the game I'm most excited for this year. And even though Pokemon is like my bread and butter and everything about it, Link's Awakening is what I'm excited for.
Everyone write that down.
Yeah.
You've heard it here first. Andrew's more excited for Zelda than
For
Pokemon.
Zelda than Pokemon.
I'm just kidding.
I never thought I'd say that in my life. No, yeah. But I guess that being said too, I'm hoping for more from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and perhaps maybe if they're gonna tie us over with another spin-off, kind of in the veins of Mystery Dungeon or Ranger. So that's something that I'm always open to. So I'm hoping they have another fun Pokemon game on the Switch, just an out there one, because they're fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, and then also, I'm really hoping for something about Animal Crossing Switch. That's that's something that's been long overdue, and so I'm looking forward to that.
Nintendo kind of has developed this tendency to announce things very close to their release dates.
Yeah, they do.
That's especially the
I like
Switch
that.
era. Yeah,
But
so
sometimes you're like, I just want to know what's coming.
But it does help though. Like if what you don't know can't hurt you, and then when they announce
That's
it,
true.
and then you only have to wait a handful of months. That is kind of nice too. So
budget away for a long time when it's
For real.
no, yeah, but
Brutal.
anyway, that's
Is that it?
I guess.
I have a couple more.
I have a couple more predictions written down right here. So I'm also hoping that we've kind of seen from various outlets that there's that Monolith Studio, Monolith Soft with the Zelda project. So I'm hoping they'll give us something from that. And there was the IGN, wasn't it, who had the thing with the registered new games, right? For Switch? Was that IGN or was
I'm not
that?
sure.
Give credit where it's due. I wish I could
Yes.
remember.
No, you're good.
But there was something leaked about Link to the Past, which is another
Oh, yeah.
way fun game. So I don't know if they're gonna go Monolith Soft and kind of put it in that whole Breath of the Wild, or if it's gonna be that new Link's Awakening style where, kind of like what they did with Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes, and those were fun games. But I don't know.
For some reason, I got the impression when I saw that that come up, and I didn't like dig into the article or anything, but I got the impression that it was going to be just like almost a Nintendo Online service, just like the original being brought to it. But then again, I guess with the other two that it was announced beside, that would seem interesting because the other two, well, not announced, the rumor listed A Link to the Past, Metroid Prime Trilogy, which we need,
Yeah,
especially after the delay of Metroid Prime 4, and then Persona 5, which I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about lately, and
True.
I
Yeah.
think that would be awesome. I heard that it was excellent on the PS4. I've not played it before, and it would make sense that it's coming now that we have Joker in Smash.
Smash, yeah.
So,
That'd be sweet.
but now you make me curious if they're actually going to take a more Link's Awakening approach.
And kind of not restore, what's the word, remake it and do that. So
Pretty cool.
yeah, that's I guess they kind of teased that in that video when they said that they didn't know, and not to get anyone's hopes up, but I got my hopes up, and I'm hoping for as much as I'd love another port of it, I've got enough.
Yeah.
Unless
But
it's a remake.
unless it's a remake, then I'll get excited. But that being said, that's one of my predictions. I was hoping that there'd be Super Nintendo coming to that Switch Online as well. So
Love that idea.
if Link to the Past kind of opens the gate to that, I'll be tickled pink. There we go. It's like
You're
can't talk right now.
tickled
I'm
can't
tickled
talk
pink.
Tickled pink. Yes.
No.
Like
Anyway, I think that's about. Oh, and then my last prediction really would be just another classic Nintendo IP. So Mario, Yoshi, another one that we've seen many times before, but just another fun game. You know, like Mario Strikers, just Mario Tennis, whatever.
nice.
I'm open for anything. So
Nice. All right.
Cool.
Should we move on to Anthony? I'll do my last.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah. No, that's not what I'm
Just
doing.
kidding.
Yes, I am. No.
Ah,
And then we'll do our a little out there's last.
yeah. So my hopes for E3, I have fewer that I've kind of listed out, but my primary hope is that Nintendo gives us some solid details on the new Switch models. Again, if they even exist, because you know they're still in rumor status, very believable rumor status, but you know Nintendo has not confirmed them yet. But if they do exist, I'd love to get more of those details at E3. I think that's a perfect opportunity for them to show us why
showcase it, yeah.
Yeah, why they're taking that step and why we should care, I guess. So that's my big thing, especially, well, and considering our last video about some of my misgivings and our thoughts on it. I mean, it wasn't about my misgivings. Sorry, I'm not taking all the credit here, guys. I had misgivings that I listed in the video. Anyway, so I hope that they give us a lot there to
hope so,
think
too.
about.
Yeah.
So, and then
we'll all agree there.
And then for the rest, I'm less convinced that they're going to do anything too crazy to shake up this year's E3. I think that there's still plenty of solid games for them to talk about. Certainly, they could give us more details on Sword and Shield. I think that the trailer they gave us before kind of gave us a much better idea, but there's still a lot more they could tell us, I think. So there's probably going to be some of that. And then just more details about upcoming games. Some of the ones I'm most excited for probably are Astral Chain and Daemon X Machina. And then also, we really need to hear more about Luigi's Mansion 3. That
Yes, we do.
that one, they've been so silent on lately that I kind of had forgotten it existed for a while, and then I was like, wait a minute, we need more info on that. So
We do.
that, as for the rest, I mean, you know, just out there hopes already, and I guess, you know, we'll talk more about this later, but I think it would be cool for Nintendo to announce another new IP in the vein of Splatoon. I'd like to see, you know, not necessarily the same type of game as Splatoon, but
Just another out there kind of IP that's
brand new.
brand new.
I want to see.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I want to see more of those. I feel like Splatoon was a big success and kind of a big moment for them, and I think that they should repeat that. So
And they had arms too.
yeah, that one was.
That
That one
didn't,
didn't do
that
as
didn't
well,
take
I don't
off.
think.
No, I never
Sorry,
got
guys.
into it.
Me neither.
So, but I think that that they should keep that up, and that's kind of my main hopes. Just give us solid details and release dates for the big games that we're waiting for, and then tell us what the heck these models are. Those are what I'm looking for.
Awesome. We're gonna do our little out there later, but okay. Well, I have a list because I have lots of hopes, and I hope Anthony's wrong and they announce a lot of things. I have here Animal Crossing Switch, like Andrew talked about. I've got Luigi's Mansion 3, which Anthony just talked about. I do think they're gonna give us more Pokemon Sword and Shield details. and more Link's Awakening details because I am super pumped. That
Oh.
game looks amazing.
That's-
I want it in my hands right
Yeah, actually, I neglected to mention that one. I know in the past that I've been a little bit weird about that one. I've really warmed up to it, and it's still one of my favorite Zeldas ever. So
I've
that's
actually-
one I'm also very, very excited for now.
now. There you go.
So
good
not
to
that
know.
I wasn't
I know.
excited. I just anyway. We don't need to rehash that. But that one's looking cool too. So I'm just
There you
agreeing
go.
with you.
No,
there.
no, you're
Continue.
good. No, hey. I've actually never played it before, so I'm excited to play it. And then I have, like Andrew, I want the SNES to come to Switch Online service. I think that now's a good time. And I want to hear more details about us. Well, not more details. I want to have a Nintendo announce the Switch Pro and Mini if that's a real thing. I think E3 would be a cool time to do that. And then a hope. This is a hope. I want a Yoshi's Woolly World port to Switch. And
You know, Nintendo's good at porting all their Wii U games to the Switch.
I
so
know.
the likelihood's pretty
That's
good.
why I sold my Wii U. That's like my wife's favorite game. And I was like, I bet you anything's coming to Switch. And everything else was coming to Switch. And I was like, yeah, it's happening for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then I sold it, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
oh boy, my wife's gonna be mad at me. Just get it over. Just get it over. No, but then I think that we're gonna get either from Xbox or from Nintendo. We're gonna hear about that. If it's true, I guess it's still rumors at this point, but they're highly likely. We're gonna hear details about Xbox Live coming to Nintendo Switch, and possibly along with it, Xbox Project X Cloud to Switch. I hope.
Yeah.
Maybe.
As long as I don't have to pay more for garbage service. That's my
The
favorite.
the latest that I'd heard was that that since Microsoft didn't announce anything related to the Switch in their latest presentation, that people's confidence in that has gone down.
Dropped a bit.
Womp,
But
womp, womp.
but it would still be
One
very,
can only hope.
Yeah. No,
That'd be awesome.
I would agree. I'm still pretty hopeful for that, and it kind of makes sense if we're having like Cuphead come over, and I think that opens the gates for other things. So why not just take it all the way?
Yes. And then, I don't know if we still haven't heard what Retro Studios has been working on aside from Metroid Prime 4 that they just got recently from Nintendo. But besides that, they've been working on some kind of secret project, and I think now it would be the time to reveal what they've been working on for forever.
Last,
Because we've
what,
heard,
like 4 years
I
now.
don't know
or
I
something?
don't know how long it's been, but they've been so quiet.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna tell us what that is, this E3. And then another one, rumors again popping up about a Metroid Prime Trilogy port, which I've been hoping for a very long time. And I thought they would announce it back in their last Direct. Maybe was it February?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do it. But E3 would be the great time to announce something like that because there'd be a lot of hype behind that one. And then yeah, like Andrew, but didn't you say they were doing another 2D Zelda title?
They
Link to the
might.
Past?
Just
Yeah, so I put that down. Just because
Great.
it sounded good to me. Why not put more 2D Zelda on the Switch? Sounds like a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, those are our main predictions,
Main predictions,
I
yeah.
suppose. And I'll just start, we'll just go backwards.
reverse order.
We'll do reverse order for this one.
Play it in reverse.
And mine isn't too out there, I suppose, but it's still kind of out there to me. I want a 2D Metroid for Switch. Announced and released very soon, please.
Yes.
Alongside the Prime trilogy.
Yes, alongside the Prime trilogy, because they'll announce, the 2D. It's kind of like what they did in 2017 when they had the Metroid Samus Returns announcement, and then they had to show something about Prime to make people not get too angry, right? Be the same thing. There's like,
Yeah.
here's a 2D Metroid. Oh, by the way, here's a Prime trilogy dropping today.
Today.
It might not be today, but
Hopefully, yeah. They,
That'd be awesome.
they drop the Prime trilogy, tie you over to the 2D, which will then
Yeah.
hopefully tie you over to Metro Prime 4. Yeah.
but no more 3DS. It's gotta come to Switch, and hopefully, maybe I'll just go in there. I want a Metroid Fusion remake done by that same studio that did Samus Returns, Mercury Steam,
Oh yeah.
because they teased it at the end of the game. Spoilers. Sorry. They teased it at the end of the game, Andrew, and
No.
and now I want them to do it.
Which
Or at least they left a bone that maybe they'll do it.
Maybe tie in or something. So
hopefully they
that'd be
tie
cool.
in also Zero Mission again. I love that one.
Oh,
That's-
Zero Mission is so good.
That one's my favorite Metroid.
Or Super Metroid Remake. That's just a whole nother discussion altogether. But
That's-
okay. Anyway, I'll shut it down. All right, next. Anthony.
My main thing, and again, I don't know if this is going to happen. It relates to what we were talking about in our last video. That I'd like to hear more about. Okay, this is why I put this on a little out there kind of hopes. We were talking about how Monolith Soft just started hiring for a Zelda game, but then we were also noting that they also were hiring for something ambitious and kind of unique for them 2 years ago. So if they're the same thing, then maybe we'll hear something about it at E3 this year. So that's my little out there hope type thing. If they're the same, then I want to hear about it, and that would be a really great time to have an awesome surprise like that. So
I would.
that's
Are you
mine.
specifically saying it's the Breath of the Wild sequel?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be that or not. I think if it's
Just
the
out of
same.
curiosity. Sorry.
If it is the game that they produced concept art for 2 years ago, then I'm not necessarily convinced that it's going to be in the same presentation style, and so maybe it'll be somewhere else in the timeline. Then again, concept art does not
Doesn't
set a game in
guarantee
stone.
anything, yeah.
I mean, a very good example of that would be like the Space World demo for Zelda, and then they announced Wind Waker.
Oh yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
So that guarantees nothing. But so I don't know if it's like a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but I think that it definitely needs to still be the same type of open world adventure. That would be really stupid of them to not do that again. I think.
agree.
So, but anyway, yeah, that's my big one. I'm ready for more Zelda, and if it turns out that they already have been working on it and they're just pulling a fast one on us, making it look like I haven't been, and then they
Please don't
surprise
do
us, I would be very happy.
That would be great.
And honestly, okay, this is another one of those out there throwing out, just throwing it out there kind of thing. Like, if they just came off of the smashing success of Breath of the Wild, why would they wait 2 whole years to start the next one?
True.
I'd be like, shoot guys, that went really well. Let's start the next one right now. And
Maybe they were all
what if they
burnt
did?
No, just kidding.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully
Would
they
they be
got
using
some-
the same assets and stuff? Hopefully too, because then it would speed up their.
Well, but if they've already been working on it for 2 years, maybe they don't need to. Because
So they start from scratch.
they started from scratch, but they're already 2 years into it.
Maybe they've gone Majora's Mask and done something amazing. I don't know.
True. I don't know.
Never know.
All right,
I
Andrew.
guess brings that to me with the most out there prediction, which is mostly just
For real.
a dream that I have that'll never happen. But I would love a Metal Gear Solid 5 port to the Switch, which
Boom.
would be amazing. And I could state all the stuff with all the. They don't call them what are they? Not stickers, but the souls that they
Yeah.
had in Smash Brothers,
Yep.
with all the guys from Metal Gear 5. And as much as I would love that, relations with Kojima and all those other Konami's not smart enough to do that, but that's my prediction. So
Shots fired.
those are my polite words for Konami, but but I would love that because the Switch could play it perfectly, and that's a game I
That'd be
would
awesome.
gladly buy for a third time. So
That's
so
awesome.
You never know, though.
you never know, yeah.
I keep on hearing. So I've seen it twice now, and I don't know if it's the same article. I don't know if it's just someone being a troll, because I think this one would be very hard to port. But I keep hearing people saying, like the latest article I saw, it was Best Buy listing. I think it was Best Buy listing a release of Red Dead Redemption 2 for the Switch. That one would be really, really, really hard to do, from what I hear.
Yeah.
But I mean, if RDR2 could do it, if that turns out to be true, then who knows? And
I mean, this game ran fine on the 360 and the PS3, so
oh well, it's
it'll run great on the Switch.
Sweet.
Anyway, so that's yeah, it's just me throwing it out there. That's my little hope.
I'm curious, Steve. I wanted to ask you,
Oh, dear.
what form do you think that Retro Studios' secret project will take? What do you think it is?
I don't know, but do you have an idea?
No, I'm just getting
I
excited.
kind of hope. I don't know. There was those rumors a little while ago that were talking about like a Star Fox Racer thing.
Oh,
You hear about that?
No,
no,
A Star Fox
I-
racing game.
that doesn't
I don't
appeal
know.
to me.
It doesn't sound like it'll appeal to me either. But that's what the rumors were. What I hope it is.
Is
I
Ice
don't
Climbers
know.
right?
I have no idea.
Ice Climbers.
Just not Donkey Kong.
Yeah, no more. Like those games have been
I don't
good.
know.
but-
I don't have a preference. It's not Donkey Kong.
They need to.
It can't be Donkey Kong.
Cleanse their
It'll be
palates,
Donkey-
right?
Donkey Konga 2 is what it's gonna be.
Diddy Kong Racing.
No.
I'm just kidding. It's gotta be something good. I don't know. You'll have to sell me on their Star Fox Racing thing if that's what it is, and it better be good.
Yeah.
But
it's-
I don't know. I know it's not Metroid because they just got Metroid Prime 4 and they're working on that now.
Unless they're pulling a fast
So-
one on us there too.
Unless they're pulling a fast one on us there too.
Okay, I'm not actually believing that, but I will say that if it turns out that
Hey,
the
if
Secrets
they-
project that they've been working on, which we're really, I mean, like, I remember when it first announced, I'm like, let it be Metroid, come on.
Yes.
If it turns out that they were just doing all this funny press and it's really been Metroid the whole time,
But what if? Because we know
that's bogus. I'm sorry. That's me really, really, really hoping. Anyway,
I'm bringing the microphone closer to me.
sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Talk.
Here, no, that's not why I did that. I'm getting excited. Okay. I'm gonna kindle your hope there, Ant. What
Okay.
if they were working on Metroid Prime 4 as a secret project and wasn't telling anybody? Well, look, they pitched the idea to Nintendo, right?
Yep.
They were working with another third-party studio, and they weren't liking the direction that they were going. But then Retro Studios approached Nintendo and said, "Well, look what we've done. Here's Metroid Prime 4. What do you think?" And Nintendo's like, "Oh, that's so much better. We're gonna cancel this and go with you." So what if that secret project the whole time was Metroid Prime 4, building some assets and some of the physics maybe, and maybe who knows what they showed them, but they were impressed enough to cancel the project with the other studio. I feel so bad for you guys. I'm very sorry. And that sucks, but. It gives us a better game, I guess, if it really wasn't going in a good direction.
There was a thing
But what
Miyamoto
if
said
that-
about that. Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean,
What were
maybe.
you gonna
I
say?
was just gonna say Miyamoto said something along those lines that a bad game is always bad, but a delayed game will be good eventually. So,
True.
I like that.
so
philosophy.
I like that too. That's
So, I mean, there is nothing to substantiate this. This is us hoping as hard as we can. I'm not expecting to see anything about Metroid Prime 4
I'm
at
not either.
E3.
Nope.
no.
And
not gonna
I
be there.
fully expect it
Next year,
to... hopefully. I
Yeah.
could see it in 2021. If it really-
Anthony, come on.
I mean,
No,
really.
they got to start from ground
Stop.
zero. Again.
I'm
I want you
sorry.
to go home and think
If
about
they-
what you just said.
If they really did just barely start over, it's going to be a while. But, I mean, I'm just full of conspiracy theories here because I want my Metroid.
Metroid is why I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yes, it is.
Other than Zelda, after Anthony convinced me it was a good game.
The game convinced him.
That's true. I did. Anyway,
Anyway.
so what I wanted to do with these E3 predictions, guys, is after E3, we'll come back and tally up who got the most predictions right, and we'll do a little, put a little score to it.
Scored.
Your main predictions will be worth 1 point, and your out there predictions will be worth.
Wait. You didn't tell me this. I have way less than
No,
you
I know.
guys.
You're gonna lose, Ant.
You
He's
punked.
automatically
I
out.
guess it's a good thing I went way less out there than you guys did.
Okay, maybe
true.
Anthony's will go 2 points each because he's so behind. But
Give him a
It
handicap.
even has more
I
than
will-
double the amount of predictions I have.
I will do a half point for mine.
Whatever.
Oh, I don't know. We'll just see who gets
Let's
the
Hey,
most right.
at least these 4 are like guaranteed.
Those 4 are
Yeah.
guaranteed. Those four
Those are slam
guaranteed.
dunk, yeah.
My anyway.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Andrew
see.
and I have a lot that are the same too, so you got to keep that in mind. If we're both wrong, then we both lose out
both-
points too. But you probably lost. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
I'm just.
As long as Nintendo announces cool things, we all win.
So I just want to do one more quick round. I know we've gone for 25 minutes already, or about that.
About that, yeah.
But I want to go one round and just name off a character that's going to be in Smash. Announce at E3 on the fly. Go.
Me?
Andrew.
I'm thinking it's going to be the main character from Dragon Quest 11, I think is the one that just came out, because when Joker was announced, they said to expect things in that vein for the new character, so I'm expecting Dragon Quest is super popular in Japan. It's got a little bit of foothold here, but not really, and I think its timing's just right that they've announced a port for the Switch, and it's all, I think he'll be a character, he'll be a good fit, so
Yeah.
that's what I think. I don't know his name. I don't
Me
know if
neither.
you name him yourself or whatever, but
I don't know.
that's my prediction.
I did look it up after you told me that, and I couldn't find it either.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
That's
Maybe I'm a bad researcher.
no, you're
I swear, I couldn't find it. Okay, Anthony?
So a thought that comes to mind that I think could be pretty cool is Master Chief from the Halo series.
Oh yeah, that was. I thought him first too, but then I was like, nah, I don't know.
Well, the only reason I throw that one out is because now we're getting things like Cuphead over, and possibly, possibly the Xbox service. Then, what better way to increase that solidarity than with essentially Microsoft's
That'd be really cool.
Microsoft's own.
Flagship character.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Halo fan, but I would see
I-
Master Chief
he's a
would
cool
be really
character
cool.
design,
He's
so
a
that's-
really cool character design. I'd love to see his moveset. Anyway, sorry, Anthony. Go.
No,
You done?
that's well, and then also maybe Cuphead. I've
okay.
actually
That's
heard.
two. Gotta choose one.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I will put
Those could be his bonus points if he gets
Okay,
it right.
there you go.
The reason I say that one is aside from him already being on, for sure on the Switch now.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually heard that the creators are actually being pretty vocal about hoping and begging that he. Well, I don't know. Begging's the word for it. They want him in Smash.
Smash.
So
Ooh.
So they're campaigning.
Ooh.
yes, essentially.
Sakura.
So there you go.
Okay, mine is.
Do you not think that?
I'm gonna say Banjo Kazooie. I did.
You did?
I'm tied. I want Banjo Kazooie. I have two, kind of like you.
Oh man.
Well, you know, you
I
got
know.
after me.
I know I did. Banjo Kazooie would be really cool, and especially now, like the Microsoft thing,
Yeah.
Master Chief, Banjo Kazooie, all those Microsoft characters. But I'd love to see Banjo Kazooie. I mean, they have Duck Hunt, and that was so close to Banjo. And that'd be super awesome. I could also see Steve from Minecraft. And I know how everyone feels about that, but I kind of hope not. Let's not do that.
I wouldn't be hugely fond of that one.
I'm just
but-
throwing that out there. That's not my prediction. I don't want him to come. And then, sorry,
got
no
three
offense, Steve.
predictions
I
now?
love Minecraft. Don't worry, I play tons of hours of Minecraft. Anyway, and then my other one I thought would be really cool and that everyone's been begging for years is Geno.
Gino would be a good one. He's actually a Nintendo character.
He is a
so
Nintendo character. I don't know if they're doing Nintendo characters
that's,
for their DLC,
Right.
but
He's
Maybe
out
he's one of
there.
these-
He's out there in terms of how often that he's been begged for and almost always dismissed.
true.
So that could be
Kind of
out
like
there enough.
Isaac.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on Isaac. I want him in still, like more than almost any other character. But
That's so sad.
But I've just decided that I've been crushed too many times, and now I'm just not gonna hope for it. But and besides, at this point, if we're going for out there, I'm gonna do a third one. Actually, this isn't actually a prediction.
You better think of another one. Andrew.
I don't even know any other characters.
I want Sora.
Yes.
He would be really
He'd
cool.
fit.
Yes, he is another sword user, but you know what? Sue me. I like the sword users.
What about
not
Disney?
That, okay,
Disney, you
not
want
that-
Disney to
That
sword.
would,
Yeah,
be,
they're-
that would
they,
be interesting.
If Disney though.
I will say, okay, just in my defense, for those of you who, especially some friends of mine who aren't the biggest fans of the overabundance of Fire Emblem characters in the game, I'm not generally a fan of those sword users.
True.
But all the others, cool. So Sora, please.
Yes.
Thanks.
I love that. Yep. All right. Signing off.
Anyway.
Mic drop. Take us home. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else?
Any
other-
I've got nothing.
Got nothing.
Just plenty of hopes.
And dreams
Yep.
that might stay dreams.
My stay dreams.
Don't Nintendo. Don't let my dreams be dreams.
Ooh, I like that quote. Good job, man. You heard it here first. Don't let our dreams be dreams.
Okay, credit Shia LaBeouf. I guess I'd better say that before I start getting.
Oh dang! Man.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of my second Smash character who'd be
There
out
we
there.
go.
I
Don't
want.
say Shia LaBeouf.
No, I don't want Shia LaBeouf. I want Amity
Just
from
do it.
Puyo Puyo.
Ooh.
So she could be
Yeah.
in there and drop her little Puyos on everyone, and that'd be fun because Puyo Puyo is one of my favorite game franchises, and I would love that.
That'd be awesome.
Anyway, yeah, that's my other out there guess. Anyway, now I'm an empty well. So
There you go. I really am too. Anyway,
So-
you heard it here first.
Till next time, guys. Keep it nerdy.
Bye.